From Amateur Radio Newsline Report number 2159, these are the Ham Nation headlines for Wednesday, March 20th, 2019. Our top story this week is the Colorado bomb cyclone that struck the American West. Newsline anchor Neil Rapp, WB9 VPG.
The Northern Colorado DMR Group regularly uses Brandmeister Talk Group 31083 whenever hazardous weather threatens the region, but the Ham's severe weather net was put to the ultimate test on the 13th of March when a bomb cyclone blizzard struck. According to Matt, K0LWC, nearly 50 amateurs checked in between 9 a.m. and 7 p.m. Mountain Time from QTHs throughout Colorado as well as Wyoming, Nebraska, and Kansas. They passed on road conditions and closures, power outages, and weather conditions. The net also submitted weather reports to the National Weather Service in Boulder and gave Colorado State Patrol reports of stranded motorists. Matt said the talk group was carried constantly on a number of northern repeaters in the state as well as in Cheyenne, Wyoming. He told Newsline that the Colorado Digital Multi-Protocol Bridge allowed users on Yaesu System Fusion and D-Star to also access the talk group even without a DMR radio.
Get ready for youngsters DXing from Curacao. The adventure isn't until summer, but if you're interested and qualified, you need to apply now.
The 2019 Dave Coulter Memorial Youth DX Adventure has begun accepting applications from youngsters who will be between the ages of 12 and 17 at the time the trip takes place between July 14th and 19th. According to the website, there is room for 3 youngsters and parents. The station, PJ2T, will once again be hosted by Uli Thielka, DL8 0BQ. Last year's operation, which used the call sign PJ2Y, made almost 6,300 contacts. The trip is named in memory of Dave Coulter, KB8OCP, a noted contester, DXer, and youth advocate who became a silent key in 2013. The website notes that organizers are aware of the tense political situation in Venezuela, which is more than 40 miles south over the ocean from Curacao, and will be monitoring this situation. The trip, for now, is still on. For Amateur Radio Newsline, I'm Jim Meechan, ZL2BHF.
Under a new American Radio Relay League volunteer monitoring program, hams are helping the FCC monitor for rule violations. Riley Hollingsworth, K4ZDH, former FCC Special Counsel for Amateur Radio Enforcement, heads the new program.
Under a new American Radio Relay League volunteer monitor program, hams are helping the FCC monitor for rules violations. Riley Hollingsworth, K4ZDH, former FCC Special Counsel for Amateur Radio Enforcement, heads the new program.
These volunteer monitors would be placed around the country or located around the country, of course, but with emphasis on geographic areas where there are no field offices or where there are field offices that are exceptionally burdened with their workload. On the ARRL website, you should see soon application forms for volunteer monitoring, and we encourage all of the OOs to apply. Now, the OO program has been a hallmark of the League, and I know in my term working in amateur enforcement, I relied significantly on the reports of OOs. Now, the new arrangement actually verifies the value of the long-standing OO program as it morphs into the volunteer program, because if it weren't for the hard work of the OOs, the FCC would never have made this offer. This new agreement and procedure should be a major force multiplier in making up for the fewer numbers of FCC field engineers working in enforcement.
For Amateur Radio Newsline, I'm Paul Brown, WD9 GCO.
A reminder that the nominating period is now open for the Newsline WA6ITF Young Ham of the Year Award. Full details and the nominating form can be found on our website, arnewsline.org, under the YHOTY tab. We'll present the award in August at the Huntsville Hamfest in Alabama. And that's all from the Amateur Radio Newsline, your independent source for amateur radio news for 4 decades and counting, at arnewsline.org. With Neil Rapp, WB9 VPG, Jim Meechan, ZL2BHF, Paul Brown, WD9 GCO, Karen Eve Murray, KD2GUT at the news desk in New York, and our news team across the globe. I'm Don Welbanks, AE5DW. 7-3. We'll see you next time here on Ham Nation.